Good evening, my viewers. It's me, Psychic Violetta, my friends as well. I think all of you are my friends, so you know that. And thank you to everyone who is working so hard during this tough time and jeopardizing their lives, so rest of us can stay safe at home and feel that at least that way we are participating in this hard times. But we have to obey some rules, and the less will be people on the street, the better. Okay? FDA just authorized another test for crown bag. The people who are on my channel, they know what that means. And the crown bag test, it's only 15 minutes. It will be 15 minutes, so that will speed up just the knowledge who is sick, who isn't, and it will let people to. I want you to have my angel with me, and that way we will be able to take people, the medical staff will be able to take care faster. Everything will be actually on the better road. Linda asked me to remind about making likes and subscribe and make comments. Thank you so much, Linda. It's so nice that you are looking after me. And please, if anyone will see Macy G, please comments. She's the young lady who is writing the stamps time, or stamps, I think time stamps, and she's doing such a wonderful work. I was looking for her comment today 4 times. I didn't find it. So please, and I know she is doing such a wonderful job. I talked with her today. So if you see her, please give her a hand up, and that way she will go much easier to the top, and it will be easier for me to find it. I don't know, I was going to the bottom and I couldn't go any further. Maybe there is something that was stopping me. And on the last video I mentioned that, not the last one, before, I said that it would be nice to know some name for the creature from White House, and maybe La Creature, but someone said the creature. La Orange, that one is good. The Reverse Genius, even better. Deadbeat, Agent Orange, Dumpster, Orange Poison, and 45. So many creative names. I will be probably keeping this in front of me so I can use some of them when I need it, as long as I remember. And I will start with answering question. Whoever is first time on my channel, I answer question from comment section, and then I see the pictures in my mind, and I'm making kind of drawings and explaining what that meant to me. But the pictures are just pictures, so you can translate them your way, and that's perfect for me. BM. Is Justice Roberts being controlled by GOP or oligarchs? Excuse me. And I saw the answer. He is flipping on the banana skin. Eventually he will flip, but and he'll keep the doors open. So I think the oligarchs and the GOP are giving him some criteria how they want him to work and so on. But eventually he will have to flip. And it is the banana skin, so something will go against his own wishes, but he will have to go the proper way. Because proper way. He will have to flip. Okay. Julie Henderson. Will the Trump administration be audited for stock sales and purchases after they knew about Crown back before the public was announced? And I saw Elliot flipping on someone. So there is a little person here and the lid is huge and it will squeeze that. So there was 4 senators, 1 Democratic and 3 Republicans. And I think all of them will be in tough time. So they will have to explain, they will have a lot to explain. Okay, Kathleen Williams. Will all our troops be pulled out of Afghanistan shortly? And because you asked if they will be pulled, I saw a wagon and someone is pulling people on a wagon. So I think that means that they will be pulled. Good question. Thank you, Kathleen. Karen would like to know if Michelle Obama will be Biden's pick. And I saw Biden closing the door and holding to it. It's like even with his knee and 2 hands. There must be some disagreement between Biden and Obama. It looks like he will not ask her to do it for him. I know that by the end of the presidency, Obama gave him a medal and they were saying they are like brothers, but who knows? Love Peace, that's the person who is asking question. Do you see more plaques coming this year? And I saw a double blackboard. So sometimes in the universities they have those 2 blackboards and the professor is writing on one and then sweeping that one and the other one is coming. I don't know if it will be this year, but it looks eventually something else will hit us because it's usually going with the splash. Those blackboards are usually quite, unless you hold to them, sometimes they can hit the board because underneath there is a board and they are going with a splash. So I know that the Chinese are getting some problems with, I just want to change the name, hunting bag. You know which one is that one from rats. But hopefully it's not coming to us. It's hanging there, but maybe that's what I see. One blackboard was written and the other was still empty, not used. Mia G would like to know if there will be a casualties in Congress from Crown back. And I know I answered that there will be some, because the question was a little bit different, that if there will be any one from Republican side. And I saw one guy with the blonde, white hair. So if there will be any casualties. And I saw one guy with gray hair. I don't know if it was even GOP, the question, because sometimes it's hard to remember all your own questions. And I saw a mop, that device for washing the floors. You put that in the bucket, and in the bucket is a basket, and with the leg, you are pumping, and the mop is kind of dry. So it will be the drained, the Senate will be drained. There will be a lot of people who will be sick. That's for sure. That I will call casualties. Everyone who will be sick, it is casualties. So the Senate will be drained and they have to come on Tuesday to meet. It's not safe for anyone to go there, but that's the way it is. Julie Henderson, will Trump relocate to Mar-a-Lago due to the Crown Pact? And he would like to, but I think they will put like a barrier stop. You can't go there. He would love to go to Mar-a-Lago, but I think they will be stopping him because I see that thing for stopping traffic and so on. So he might not be lucky. Okay. Rosa Road, Rosa, is wondering if the trucking industry will be halted due to coronavirus. Said the wrong word. And I saw the flipping, there is a border and the gates are open, but they are not completely open. So they are open and closed. I know those people as well in very dangerous situation because they can't sleep at homes, that they are tired, and then they are doing the deliveries across the countries. They are bringing to Canada and from Canada to USA, so they are the vulnerable. But it will be not completely closed, it will be flipping. So I can't say that they will be halted due to coronavirus. Is Lanier Jones is crown bag actually airborne? And I saw butterfly, so I think it's air flying. That's what you are saying. So it is something that can be moved in the air. And today the little child died who got that bag, so who knows if it's not even with the blood, but it's only one, so it's just probably was in the air and the child was vulnerable. Usually the children at least was spared. And will Boris Johnson be affected by Crown Pact? We know that he's already affected and have to step down. Yes, he today or yesterday, we learned that, yes, I think yesterday, the time is going so crazy, so fast, so many newses. And he is on quarantine, and his secretary is on quarantine as well because both of them are tested positive. But as an answer, I saw the bridges, so it will be suspended. The bridges were standing. So I don't think that he will be removed completely to step down, because I saw what I saw. I saw the bridges, meaning that he is suspended. So that will be for time that he is sick, and then after that, maybe sometime he has to be on some quarantine. I don't know if that will be even possible, but at least 2-3 weeks he will be not available. And that's what I saw, the suspension bridges. And it was in England, that old suspended bridge close to Castle. And again her, will US and UK start producing ventilators? Yes, they will. But there is like mustard after the dinner. That's a Polish saying. So you eat the dinner and then you are getting the mustard, what you can do with it. So they will be not on time when they were needed. So it is something that we wish Trump started early. Black Richer will start earlier, and it will have, if they will be produced, because they will be produced by June or July, and they have to make a lot of tests that they are good quality, not bad. So they will be. But I saw mustard after dinner, so I think it will be not on time, not enough, and so on. And this one is more on a more funny side question. Jane E. Gage. Violetta, I think you are a very creative and multi-talented person. Thank you. I think I am. I'm not shy. I'm sorry. Why not try cutting your husband's hair? Because I was saying in the last one before that my husband is looking like he will be looking like a hippie. He always wanted to have longer hair. He's fanatic of Pink Floyd, and he would like to go on a Pink Floyd concert that he purchased tickets, and probably he will not be able to go because that bag is killing all the pleasures. But I want to leave. I can tell you it will end up with divorce or killing him. So not that I have seen the picture, I didn't even need to close my eyes, but I saw him being in a teapot. That's what I will have to put on him, and rolling pan for anesthesia, so he wouldn't be controlling me, because it will be like, I tried to cut his hair when we moved to Canada. We were so poor, so every trip to the hairdresser was expensive. Well, it was very expensive for us. And I said, well, I was cutting hairs in England for my friends. I was working that time in the 70s as a translator for Polish speedway riders. They were very famous speedway riders in Poland, and I felt like, even they were my age, I felt like I'm big mama to them because I knew English better than they did, and I was telling them what to do. One didn't try to obey me once, because in Poland they were the macho guys. They were one was very chauvinistic. I loved him. He had a wonderful sense of humor, but we were all the time. And once he peed me off, and I was so furious. I left him because I had the key it was my car, not his. And I left him on a beach, and poor guy had to walk in the sandals a few kilometers. After that, he never was brave enough to argue with me and using bad words. So that was me. I don't want to repeat the story with my husband, but those boys were letting me to cut their hairs. So yeah, I was like a sister to them, but I always felt like I'm the big mama. Listen to me, because I know more. I know better. And the speedway riders in England are like in USA hockey players or NHL players. They had the heads like that. I think it's still like that in England. I don't know, but everyone knew those boys' names, and I was treating them like, listen. Well, when you are young, you have to push the buttons and stand up for yourself. If I will let them to control me, then I wouldn't like myself, so I was controlling them. And I have to say that my exercise routine that I was talking on the previous video is broken. Because I was going downstairs to my storage room where I have all the candies and junk food, to the fridge. The fridge lost the light, and I was looking with my flashlight for the stuff that I already eaten, like ice cream and jellos and cheesecakes. They are all gone. And my husband left me a note. Eat candlesticks so you will see in the dark, because the light was gone and I'm trying to find something with the flashlight. So yeah, that's the message he left me in the fridge, inside the fridge. He went today to the Canadian Tire and he bought the new bulb. How long it will last, I don't know, but I'm opening apparently too often. I'm just letting you to have a little bit more loose when we are finishing the video. Take care of yourself, stay safe, stay at home. Click on likes if you like it, and if you want to share with someone that video. But please be safe, okay? Take care of yourself and always say your loved ones that you love them. I love my husband to pieces, but some days. So I will never touch his hair.